If you would imagine the state of Georgia, a map of the state of Georgia, you would see a lot of these different cities, right? There would be big cities and little cities, and a lot of the big cities would have big major roads between them in addition to lots of little roads. And that tells you something about the structure of the network of the state of Georgia. Now, if you, in your mind, overlay on that a map of, say, the energy usage, that tells you something about the activity going on in that area at that time. And the brain is the same way. One of my very favorite projects is something that we started really soon after I got to the BME department here. We were trying to understand how brain activity organizes itself when you're not doing anything in particular. So we looked at our data, made it into a movie, and we found this pattern of activation and deactivation that organizes large chunks of the brain and occurs over and over again across time. And our recent work has shown that it is tied to attentional performance on tasks that involve vigilance. So we have our volunteers get in the scanner, watch this teeny little dot that turns from blue to purple once in a while, and they're supposed to press a button as quickly as they can when they see the color change. And the pattern that we have discovered tells us whether you're going to be fast or slow on that particular change. Ultimately, we hope that it's going to have clinical applications. We've already seen some evidence that the pattern changes during major depression. And of course, with its ties to attentional performance, we think that it might be a natural thing to look for in ADHD. The most exciting part of research is when you find something that you weren't expecting when you went in. And that's kind of what happened to us when we found this pattern of activation. And it's something that we never would have found if we hadn't looked. So I think a lot of science is really about looking at your data, looking at what you find, doing experiments that give you the possibility of being curious about many, many things, and then using that to build a new hypothesis that you can go and test.